She know that I like her, she said that she like me. I wonder why she ain't admitted it. Club pause with the barely bit it. They don't see me but know that I'm kicking it.
It was, first day, we're not in pads, so we're not able to see if we're tackling well. We're not able to see if our pads are low enough in terms of blocking and overall pad level across the ball. But it was good effort, good finish across the board, and just, like we talked about as a team after practice, we're going to put in a lot of scheme, but how we practice is important. The culture part of it. That's an overused word, but scheme is important, but style of play is more important, and that's what we put the emphasis on. I thought the coaches did an outstanding job throughout OTAs of emphasizing that. We're getting on and off the field well, finishing plays well. There's obviously things that we're going to have to get better at in execution offensively and defensively.
17 new guys. What are some reasonable expectations for them moving forward over the next few weeks?
Yeah, the way college football is now with the portal and all of these things in terms of guys switching teams in January is you really just want to inundate them with the style of your program, how we do things, on and off field, all those things, and then the scheme. So when they come in, we give them the offense and defense in an OTA fashion. Then we come in and we give it to them again in spring practice. Then we give it again to them in the summer, and then we give it again to them at fall camp. So they get 4 installations, 4 coats of paint, so to speak. So right now it's just, hey, let's get our first coat of paint, and then when we get done with OTAs, let's go to spring practice, and let's make different mistakes. So that's what I'm getting at. Let's make different mistakes in spring than we did in OTAs, and then when we get to summer, it needs to be a different set of mistakes than we had in spring ball and we had in OTAs.
You got a couple of guys coming back from injury, notably Ricky Fletcher.
Yep.
What do you see from him? What do you expect out of him through spring?
I saw 2 interceptions today, so it was good to have Rick back. Just great athlete, has length, all the physical traits, but also just has great eyes, and that's really the thing that makes him a great player. He has all the physicals, but he has great eyes, and so he's able to see the ball and make plays on the football.
You lost a lot of receivers, but you do have Devin back for his 12th year, whatever it is. Just having a veteran guy with that kind of important.
It's huge. It's huge. We've always seemed to have had that in our core, whether it's a Tolbert, whether it's a Wayne, whether it's a Voisin or a Lacey or a Pritch last year, we've always had somebody that's been an older guy who's been able to kind of hold the room, and he is that glue. He is that unit leader. He does a great job with Anthony and all the other guys who played some last year but didn't play in a key role. So that's a group that we're working on developing the depth. And, when you lose guys like Sandgren, Webb, and Pritchett, that's 3 guys that played a lot of snaps. So there's some guys that have to step up in those areas.
Obviously, you have Gio back in that quarterback room, but then also you have some new faces as well, and some returners like Bishop, who played a big role last year. Just how important is that room as you move forward?
Vital. Just haven't done it for a long time. You're going to play them all, and I hate saying that, and you're probably jinxing yourself. But the reality of it is we played 2 last year, and we were an ankle away from playing 3. So you have to have all 3 of them ready. I've been proud of Jared and his operation through January and February, and now it's a chance to get out there with the ball and take that next step. Bishop has done outstanding. He has picked up from his performance in the bowl game and has went through OTAs and spring ball today. He had another great day. Just needs to keep growing and developing.
Got some new coaches. How is that meshing? I know it's first day and all, but how's that go?
Just just continuing to get in tune and orientated with the program. But I'm super pleased, with the new coaches. Got guys that have genuine passion for what they do, a genuine energy, a lot of self-starters. I don't have to lead these coaches. And I'm very excited for them and this opportunity, and I see our players responding to them. That's all you can ask as a coach is to have someone who's hungry. They've got great character. They're relentless recruiters. They spend time with their players, so I'm very pleased.
Who've been the leaders so far on defense during OTAs, and some of the guys you expect to make a big turn here in spring?
Just from a leadership role, it's I've told the guys, it's great to be able to control yourself, but you've got to move others. And we were in a position last year where we had 9 new guys on defense, and it's hard to be a leader when you're not sure how you're going to play. Well, that's done. Y'all played. So I've seen guys like Darius McKenzie at linebacker, more vocal, guys like Akeel Washington, Ed Smith up inside, Tyler Thomas up inside, Ricky Fletcher in the back end, Wesley Miller in the back end, Chris Wallace, Mike Harris, guys who've played a lot of football last year but just didn't quite feel like I really had that voice. So see that from them, see them being loud and vocal, which is what we got to do on defense to communicate. But I also see in the individual and in the offseason, I see the leadership starting to develop.
Obviously, an interesting wrinkle with Bubba there in that quarterback room. As a guy that played quarterback, you remember guys like Chris Winkie went from one sport to another. Just how unique is that for your guys and for that offense?
I mean, you're going from a professional athlete, like one of the best at what you do in the world, to a brand new sport, that you stepped away from for years. And so he's done a great job of coming in and learning just some of the base knowledge, just some of the things that we take for granted in our day-to-day jobs, that if somebody switched jobs from a different industry, they wouldn't know those things. He's done an outstanding job of trying to come in and grasp that base knowledge.
I thought we did some good things on offense. First practice, so everybody has to get their legs back, learn how we practice. 'Cause all these OTAs are pretty much like half of what we do on an outside day like that. And that was the first time we were outside all winter. And, the sun was out, it was a little hot, but I thought we did some good things on offense. There's a few guys, younger guys still got to get used to operation and stuff. But other than that, I thought we had a good day.
As a guy that's been here for a while, you kind of know how to gauge a day one, a week
Right.
one. What are some of the things you want to see here over this first week and just these first few days of camp?
Personally, or for us?
Well, actually do both.
So personally, I'm working to be, elite this year, right? That's kind of like the thing that me and Petrino talked about. I want to be the guy this year, how it used to be in 22. And so, just setting the standard for the whole room, that's kind of like what I want to do for the spring, and obviously stay healthy, right? So, with the 105, we need all the bodies we can get. And so that goes to, as a team, everyone needs to take care of each other. And then, just each day get better. Don't make the same mistakes as yesterday.
How close to all the way back were you in the fall, and you feel like you're all the way back now?
So in the fall, it was I said I was all the way back, but, with that knee brace, and then I gained like 20 pounds. Losing the knee brace now, then losing 20 pounds. I played at 200 last year, and I'm 180. And, I just feel a lot better, back to, even better than how I used to be. I don't even think about the leg anymore. I wear the sleeve just for, mentally, but I don't need it. I work out without the sleeve all the time. And, just getting that connection with Gio, that's going to be the one thing we got to get in the spring.
With Paul taking over as offensive coordinator, any differences there, or how much has that helped that he's been with y'all for a year before?
So it's, there's two sides to it, The expectation's a lot different now, him being the OC. So, how we perform is how, he is viewed rather than, or how the offense is viewed. He can't preach, now he's preaching to the whole offense rather than just us. So if he preaches one thing and we don't do that, it's kind of like, this guy's just saying things now. So, just setting the standard and doing exactly what he says and playing at the level he wants every single day is the new thing.
What do you see from Ricky Fletcher being back?
I love it. I love it. Me and him, it's literally one-on-one. He's wearing one, I'm wearing one, and then that, that's our vet on the defense, especially at corner. And me and him talk all the time. Iron sharpens iron. That's what I'm supposed to say. It is something like that. And with him being here, a year less than me, we've gone back to back all the time. So going against a guy like that, who I think has potential to go to the NFL as well, it's just a blessing.
No Jaden. What's it been like?
So much better. So much better. I'm not twin anymore. Voicing is more Devin. But, I miss seeing him on the field. But I know he's going to do great on Pro Day. And then, I can kind of – it's a blessing, him going first because he can, tell me exactly what to do, what not to do all through the training camps and everything like that. And then especially just going up to Pro Day, he can tell me things, to just kind of like block out things that, that's going to pop up. So it's kind of, a blessing to see him go first and then me do it.
Who are some of the guys on the offense overall that you're counting on to take that next step? Like you talked about being elite, some of the other guys that will be elite at their positions.
I'd say Anthony Eager, right? You saw a few sparks last year at LSU, and so him getting to that level where we can count on him just as much as everybody else. That will be that's the goal for him in the spring. Show us that we can count on you at any point. And then other than that, we have. Everybody else, Gio, Kentrell, and the whole line, I'm pretty sure, is all vets. So, just everybody improving and looking better than last year.
First day of practice was good. It was good getting back out there and just fighting with my guys and just seeing, like, the path that we're going to be on for the season. So, it was great.
You personally having to sit out as long as you did, how tough was that, and how does it feel to be back?
It was very tough just seeing my brothers go out there and perform how the way they were performing and knowing that I could be out there doing it too. But it feel like terrific to be back. Yes, sir.
Health-wise, everything feels
Health, I'm perfect. Feel great.
Devin mentioned a moment ago that you being one, he being one, kind of an iron sharpens iron kind of approach. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to in yourself over these next few weeks?
Just like he said, going against him and sharpening myself and just continue to get better and just buying in with what everybody's saying so we can just excel and go win the Sun Belt.
You got a new position coach. Coach Washington has coached some great players over the years. How do you feel about that?
I love Coach. Very high energy. He's very detailed. Like, he's just a great coach overall. Great person too. So that's my dog.
I'm good. I'm healthy. Got some insoles to help my feet out. So ever since they got that for me, our great staff and training has done that for me. I've been good.
When did you actually start to feel like your foot was finally okay?
Just getting that whole break in December, and then the coach really helped me out in January. I was working out, but I wasn't really doing too much running, and just they really took care of me and make sure I was able to, heal and get a break. So after that, I've been feeling really well.
First day of practice, how'd it feel running around out there, throwing the ball and all that kind of stuff?
Felt awesome. Just able to finally do team organized stuff, not with a towel. It gets boring. So it was just fun being able to compete with your teammates and see new players that we got, new faces.
What are some realistic expectations of some of the ways that you want to see this offense improve over these next few weeks?
Just cleaning stuff up. I think I don't know the exact stat, but I knew we had a lot of penalties last year and just little things that really killed us. Like against Arkansas State, we had over 100 yards in penalties, and that could have been a game we won if we don't do that. So just cleaning up the little things and being clean in our operation.
I think a lot of people thought maybe Bishop would leave after the way he played in the bowl game, but he stayed. How does that help the competition in the room and all that kind of stuff?
I mean, Bishop's a great player. I mean, it's awesome being able to compete every day. It's always I got to do, I see him make a great throw. I'm like, I got to do a great throw too. And Jared's a great player too, and Jared's competing. Bubba's getting around back in the swing of things too. So all of that's just awesome. I'm glad he got the ball out in the bowl game. He's a great player.
Talk a little bit about that dynamic. And Coach talked about just being able to transition from one full-time job to another full-time job. What have you seen so far through OTAs?
I mean, amazing arm. He played in MLB. So Bubba's an awesome dude, though. I mean, he's a little older than us, of course, but we all get along, and he's a great dude to hang out with. And we go to Topgolf together. We've all been there. So just hanging out with him, he's another great person to have in the room and just everyone just hang out with.
Heard some good things about Keenan Phillips for the
running back.
Yeah.
What
do you see?
He's quick and fast. I haven't really got to see too much with the towel. He looked really good. So today, being able to see him run around, still no pads on, so I don't know how physical he is, but I know he can go. And if he gets an open field, there's not a lot of people catching him.
Receiver corps lost a lot of guys other than Devin. Not a whole lot of guys that played a lot. Just what do you see out of that?
I know we're super talented there. We're a little young. Devin's got to be a leader like he's already doing. Anthony's a great player that can really replace some of the explosive we lost with a lot of players, but Anthony's a great player that can go. Jeremy Scott can show up, and Brendan from Samford's another great player. So we got a lot of guys that can step up, and we're still early. A lot of people can still move up in that role and be another key piece of this offense.
You made the point of saying you were coming back, so obviously you thought about it. I mean, how close did anything like that come to happening?
Of course, with everything going on with the portal and stuff, there's a lot of things you can do. You can, a lot of options you have, but just with everything and with Coach Applewhite and just fitting in the system, and I got 3 years left, I just don't feel like there's no need to, jump ship and try to learn a whole new offense again. And I'd rather be really good where I'm at than try to go somewhere and earn another spot. So I'm happy where I'm at.
The fact that he's going to be your hands-on coach, how do you feel about that?
That's awesome. When I first came here, getting recruited out of high school, he was my offensive coordinator my first year and getting him learn behind Carter, Dez, and Tanner, of course. But so being back in that situation, he's very, very particular about everything, and he doesn't miss anything. So there's always something to get better out of every clip we watch and film. There's something. So you just feel like you're always improving with him.
Seems like you have a great perspective that the grass isn't always green on the other side. So with that said, how good can this offense be, and what's that next level?
I think this offense can be, one of the top offenses in the country, explosive. We just got to find some pieces. Offensive line really is all back besides our guard. We just got to find someone there. And I know we got someone that can plug there. And then, our receiving core, we got a good receiving core. They're just young. They're going to learn their ways in our control. We lost Fluff, of course, a great player, but PJ's a really good player, and Phillips and Iverson, they all can go. So I don't think we'll slack anywhere in being an offense.